Hello friends, welcome to the video series on interview question for SQL PL SQL developers. Here is another interesting question that I have received from one of the subscriber. Thank you Sushil for sending this question. First let me explain what is the question is about, then we'll see how to answer for this question. So we have a table in production which contains few duplicate entries in the table. So the requirement is we have to avoid further duplicate entries getting into the table. So basically we need to find a way to stop duplicate entries getting inserted into this table. Obviously we will not be able to delete the existing record. So the requirement is how will you avoid further duplicate rows getting inserted into the table. Let us assume that we have a table like called employee which contains like two columns like employee number and employee name, and it contains few duplicate entries like Sushil with employee ID 1 and Raghu with employee number 1. So the requirement is I will not be able to delete the existing duplicate records, but it should not allow further duplicate records to get into this table. So that is the requirement. How can we avoid? See, if it is a blank table or if it is an empty table, the easiest way to block the duplicate entry is by creating either a unique constraint or a primary key constraint. But a table with existing record, and if you are trying to alter the table to create either a primary key or unique key, then we will get an error saying that the primary key violated, because when we are trying to create a primary key or a unique key on a table which already has a duplicate record, then whenever we are trying to create the constraint, Oracle will go and validate whether the rows in the table satisfies the constraint or not. That is why it throws an error saying that the constraint is violated. Then how can we avoid like further rows getting into this table, or how can we avoid the further duplicate rows getting into this table? So the easiest method is, instead of creating the constraint simply like this, while creating the constraint we should add one additional keyword called deferrable no validate. When we say this keyword deferrable no validate, what will happen is Oracle will not validate the constraint on the existing rows. Instead, it will validate the constraint on the subsequent insert or updates only. Now let me show you the demo on having a duplicate value on a table even after creating a primary key constraint. So I am creating the employee table. Table is created. So I am populating the employee table with few records. Now if you see, we have this table with employee number 1 for Sushil and employee number 1 for Raghu. That means Sushil and Raghu are the duplicate entries. Fine. Now when I am trying to create a primary key constraint, obviously it will throw an error because the table already contains few duplicate records on employee number column. So instead of simply creating the constraint, I am creating the constraint with deferrable no validate keyword. As I mentioned, when you create a constraint with this keyword, it will not validate the constraint on the existing rows. Now you can see that is why it is saying table employee altered. Now it is not throwing any error. Instead, the constraint is created. Fine. Now let us just select from the table. So now the records are there. So now let us try to insert one record. Say I am trying to insert another employee called Ravi with employee number 1. Now if you see, it will throw an exception saying that unique constraint violated. So let us try to insert Ravi with employee number 6. 6 is inserted because employee number 6 is not there in the table. So now let me just query from the table. Now if you see, all the records are there. Even though we have created a primary key column on this table, the existing records may be a duplicate values, may contain some duplicate informations. So the same thing will apply good for updates also. When you are trying to update the existing records, the constraint will get validated. That means any subsequent changes after the constraint creation will get validated. Suppose if I am trying to update the employee Ravi with employee number 1, it will throw an unique constraint violation. So let us try to update for some other employee. Let's say update for Mukesh. Obviously it will throw. Let's say we'll try to update for Deepak. It will throw because after the constraint creation, any DML changes you are trying to do, the constraint will get validated, whereas whatever the rows that present before will not get validated. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can just check the previously posted question, because most of the questions are already posted as part of the interview question, also as part of the subscriber question series. If you're not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a new video. If you have learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new future video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video. Please click the bell icon if you want to receive instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded into this channel. Thank you.